Thank you. So, hello everybody, and welcome to the series of Benefits Unlocked. We do appreciate you joining us today. So, for those of you that have already attended some of our sessions before, you'll be aware that some of the stuff that we've covered has been an overview of all the benefits that we offer at Imperial. That specifically was covered in the last session as well. And in appreciation of International Women's Day, which has been celebrated earlier this month, today we're going to focus on the support and benefits that are available to employees at Imperial in recognition of Women at Imperial Week. So please note that some of the benefits and support offered at Imperial are managed by other teams. So if we cannot answer your questions for any reason, we'll follow that up with the teams and then we can get back to you. So we can take an email from you, or if you'd like to get in touch with us through our inbox, we can always follow that up after the session has ended. Next slide, please. Wonderful. So you'll see on the screen, we'll just do a brief introduction of ourselves so you know who you're talking to in our teams. And on the right-hand side, you'll be able to see the agenda of today's session, just so you know what's going to be covered today. So for anybody that doesn't already know, I'm Kelsey, and I am the HR Reward and Benefit Coordinator within the Reward and Benefit team. Emily and Olivia, if you'd like to introduce yourselves also.
Yeah, I'm Olivia. I'm the Reward and Benefits Advisor here at Imperial.
My name's Emily and I'm the Reward and Benefits Manager at Imperial.
Thank you both. So now, before we get stuck in, just have a quick little look at everything that we're going to cover today. And then, as I've said, we'll do the Q&As at the end. So if any questions pop up for you, just pop them in the chat. Next slide, please, Emily. Thank you. So just as we come towards the end of March, as I've mentioned, we have celebrated International Women's Day, or at Imperial, we've been doing International Women's Week. So I just thought it would be nice to start the session off with taking a moment to remind ourselves to celebrate the women who make our world go round. So whether it's through breaking barriers, juggling endless tasks, or just being superheroes at home or at work, your resilience, wisdom, and compassion is what makes the world go round and makes us who we are. So you inspire, uplift, and lead in many ways that make a difference, both big and small. So we just want to thank you for your tireless commitment and excellence that you bring to Imperial, and for helping us reach new heights. You each play a vital role in the success at Imperial, and your hard work, creativity, and perseverance does not go unnoticed. So we just want to thank you for your effort, ideas, all the challenges that you overcome, and your contributions to making it a brighter, stronger, and future for us all. So now moving on, if you could please jump to the next slide, Emily. Thank you. So for anybody that doesn't know, we do have the Elsie Widdowson Fellowship Award available for our staff. So as some of you know, Imperial is very supportive of staff who are taking maternity, adoption, surrogacy, and parental leave. So with the Elsie Widdowson Fellowship Award, this is in assistance for academic staff career, and the eligibility criteria are met for the appreciation. There's a eligibility criteria that has to be met for the application. So that goes through your head of department. And then the process goes through approval and eligibility. That also comes to us. And then the final letter will come to you from the HR staff hub. So although we do have maternity leave and parental leave, this is something for academics to look into to give you extra support within your research. Yeah, so usually it's used to employ additional or pay current staff to take on teaching or administrative duties. So that just helps with funding, and it doesn't come out of the departmental budget. So it's additional money that's used for the staff to help support their research. So just in case you're not sure if that covers you within the academic, that would cover lecturers, assistant professors, senior lecturers, associate professors, readers, and professors. And that award provides central funding of about 50% of your salary costs, and that covers you for up to 12 months. So as I said, that's instead of the department covering the funds, and that will be supplemented by 50% of your salary from the central funds. So it doesn't get loss from the departmental budget. If you do have any questions specifically about that process, you can get in touch with the HR Staff Hub. I've got their email, and at the end of the session, we'll also share a crib sheet with all the contact information for anything you're interested in today. Next slide, please, Emily. Thank you. So we also have the Springboard Women's Development Programme. So this, I believe it's run once or twice a year at the moment, and when the sessions are upcoming, they will put posts on Yarrow and pop it on the webpage with the dates, and then you'll just get in touch to register your interest. It's always best to check with your manager just to make sure you can have that time allocated for the development days. So the Springboard Consultancy Programme, it's tailored development initiative designed to support and empower women within their professional journeys. So this program offers personalized coaching, mentoring, and strategy advice to help women identify their career goals, overcome challenges, and unlock your full potential. So that's done through a combination of expert-led workshops, there's one-on-one sessions and networking opportunities. And then within those sessions, participants can gain the tools and confidence needed to advance their careers, set clear objectives, and achieve success. So whether you're seeking to progress in your career or looking to develop new skills, it's a really good program, and it's quite a valuable research for women at any stage in your career. I myself at the moment, I am on the Springboard Development Programme, so I'm halfway through. I've done 2 sessions, and it has been really insightful for me. And we've also got a workbook that they give out, so there's lots of tips and guidance in there for you. There's advice, there's lots of information, and it just sort of pinpoints you in the right direction to help you progress. So if anyone's got any questions about that, I'm happy to have a chat with anybody afterwards. But the person that was managing the arrangements for registration was Cameron Pierce. So again, I've got his contact details and I can add that in for you at the end. But just so you get a rough idea, during the programme, some of the topics that we review was to do with your personal qualities, your strengths, how to network, set goals for yourself, to be more assertive. And then there's some more things that are more career focused, like dealing with pressure, managing image and visibility in the workplace. And then there's also the opportunities for you to network with other colleagues and then hear from women that have also been on the Springboard Development Programme. And you can speak to them directly about challenges they've faced or how Springboard's helped them with their professional and personal life. Okay, next slide, please, Emily. Thank you. So we've also got down our parental provisions. So I know we did cover this in our last session, so some of you might already be aware of what's offered at Imperial. So we do have a range of workshops, our parental portal, there's the Early Years Education Centre, nursing rooms on campus, also with baby changing. We do have our parents network, which is run once a month, school holiday cover, and then the parental transitional coaching. So some of you might have seen the post go out on Yammer as well about the recent workshops we've had over the last couple months. So usually how that's run, there's a small group, and then that encourages personal reflection and discussion between yourselves. And it's facilitated by a qualified coach who are there to help navigate and challenge your personal changes with your journey during the transition period. And then that also helps you with your parental leave and caring responsibilities. And they look at the practical and emotional aspects to enable you to develop in your careers alongside parenthood. So that's through planning and communication and things like that. With our parental portal, for anybody that's interested that's not already registered, if you drop us an email at the end, we can set you up with registered access for that. This is offered for parents and managers, so it's tailored, self-directed learning to manage your parental transition. And the portal is fully supported online platform designed to support employees through the transitional period of parenthood. So that could be whether you're an expectant parent, you're on parental or adoption leave, or you might recently be returning to work, or if you're a manager and you're looking to support somebody that is about to take leave or on leave or due to come back, there's a range of different forums, there's goal settings, progress trackers, and interactive exercises, videos, case studies, and things like that that are designed to help you. So managers will also have access to their own portal, and then that, as I said, will give them guidance and support to help them support people coming back to work or going into their parenthood journey. With our nursery, it's the Early Years Education Centre, and they provide outstanding childcare and education services for children of Imperial staff and students. So that could be as early as 6 months up to 5 years, and that's based in Prince's Garden at South Kensington. And if you have a look at the web pages, you can get up to 60% off with the local nurseries. So not necessarily the one specifically in South Kensington, but local nurseries. There's some information about that on our webpage as well. Also across a lot of our campuses, just to make sure we're there to support any parents, male or female, with your parental journey, we do have nursing rooms available. So there is a web page with the listed locations for you. So it's just really a space for anybody who is pregnant or just needs a break. Need to have space. You can rest there. You can express milk. Some people use it if they've got their baby with them and they're passing on the day. So that tends to include a reclining or a rocking chair of some sort of a footstool. There's a hand basin, a mirror, clock, radio, things like that. And there's some parental books. And then just for ease for yourself, there's a microwave, fridge and kettle for you to make yourself a cup of tea whilst you're in there if that's something you'd like to do. We've also got baby changing facilities on campus. So you can just search for these on our web pages. If you just go into the Imperial search bar, typing nursing rooms or baby changing, it will come up with the locations for the most suitable place for you, depending on which campus you're in. In addition to that, we have our parents network. So I mentioned at the start of the slide, this is a monthly session that we run, and it's an informal network. So there you'll have the opportunity to meet other parents across Imperial, different campuses as well. They can be in a similar situation for yourself, and you're able to have a chat and gain mutual support for each other. We're there from a standpoint to be present and answer any of your questions in relation to family leave, but we like to leave that open for everybody to get involved and get talking to each other to build some good relationships. In addition to that, we do have our parents mailing list. So for anybody that's not on there, we do send out regular updates with anything related to upcoming events, workshops and opportunities. So if that's something that you're interested in, that you'd like to know more about, pop us an email and we can add you to the mailing list. We've also got our school holiday cover. So Imperial teamed up with Super Camps. You might have seen a post about this on our Cameron page. They're an Ofsted registered provider, and they do offer 10% off for Imperial staff as one of the benefits that we offer here. So they do diverse indoor and outdoor activities, and they do have 35 locations. And the one closest that might be most convenient is based in South Kensington at Brighton College Prep Kensington, which is just based next to Ethos, if anybody's familiar with that. So that's probably the closest location for South Kensington, but you can pop on their website and just see which areas are more appropriate for you, and you can look at what's available for you. The nursery, the EYEC nursery in South Kensington, they also run a play scheme most of the school holidays, and that's for children aged 5 to 8. There's upcoming dates which cover some of the Easter holidays, May half term and October half term, and then they do 4 weeks over the summer period. We have updated our pages so the dates are on there, but you can also get in touch with the team directly if you want to discuss any dates directly. And lastly, we have our parental transitional coaching. So one of our colleagues in our HR team, Suzanne Christopher, is our head of employee engagement. So for anybody that's looking for some support, she does provide coaching for staff that are individuals transitioning into parenthood. So if that does appeal to you and you're looking for some additional support at work, she's probably the best person to get in touch with. You can drop her an email and then she can give you some advice and guidance on that. If you're not sure, you can always reach out to us and we can get in contact with her for you as well. So I'll now pass you over to Olivia and she'll talk you through the health and wellbeing.
Thank you so much, Kelsey. Yes, as Kelsey said, I'll talk you through health and wellbeing and a few other bits. So I'm sure many of you are familiar with Move Imperial, but just to recap, they offer multiple membership across the gyms based at South Kensington, Hammersmith, Charing Cross and Silwood Park campuses. You can book gym and swimming lessons. Additionally, they offer Just Move, which are free sessions to get you more active. Move Imperial have 2 functional gyms and a 25-metre swimming pool at the flagship gym in South Kensington. Additionally, they have an outdoor rugby venue in Harlington and Putney Boathouse. The Mountain Hut, located in Snowdonia National Park, is also available for a little mindfulness break if you fancy it, to go hill walking, climbing, canoeing, mountain biking. So I mentioned Just Move. With the free basic membership, you can just turn up to a session with your Imperial ID card. So the spaces are allocated on a first come, first served basis, so it might be best to get there a little bit early. But the sessions take place at all of the above 4 locations. They also offer Move Online, which is completely free and can be accessed with your Imperial login information. With it, you can access the full suite of Les Mills virtual fitness and wellbeing classes that you can follow at a time and place that suits you. So it's great for those with busy lifestyles who are unable to make the sessions due to family commitments or travel restrictions, whatever it might be. You can join anywhere at any time. It may also be a good option for those who struggle a little bit with body confidence and exercising in a group. It could be a great place to start your fitness journey. So there's also the Learn platform. The team have put together a series of presentations to support you with leading a healthier and more active lifestyle. They add content throughout the year, which you can access for free online at any time. Move will later be offering Move Her Way in November, and once information has been confirmed, this will be communicated out to Imperial staff. So for any questions about that, please do raise an ask ticket, and Move will get back to you to support your inquiries. So moving on to report and support. So at Imperial, it's so important for all members of staff to feel safe at work. Acts of bullying, harassment, discrimination and sexual misconduct are not accepted. Imperial uses the report and support tool, which allows you to disclose any unwelcome behaviours, such as bullying, harassment, sexual violence, sexual harassment, racial discrimination, and more. Hopefully, this is never something that you need to use, but it's just to let you all know that should you ever need it, the tool is there. The employee relations team publishes some summary data from the report and support tool, which if you're interested in having a look at, you can do. Anyone can use the tool, including staff, students, contractors, any visitors to the college, and you can use it whether you have witnessed an incident or experienced anything directly. You can disclose something anonymously as well if that would make you feel more comfortable, or you can provide your details to be contacted by someone if you wanted to have a further conversation. So we appreciate for many reasons that you may not feel comfortable providing your name. So if you wanted to disclose anonymously, then you can do so, and this data will be used to monitor issues across the college. So Cycle to Work is a great scheme. You can apply for a loan of up to £3,000 to cover the cost of your bike. And most associated equipment for your commute, so any clothing, parts, tyres, accessories, helmets, things like that. This also actually includes child safety seats if you did share your journey to work with the little one, if you were bringing them to one of the on-site nurseries. So you can choose to shop from over 2,600 different retailers nationwide, either in-store or online, and you can find a full list of the retailers on the Cycle Scheme website. The Cycle to Work scheme also includes bike rental, which can last for a term of 6 to 12 months across different providers such as Buzzbike, Beryl, Brompton Bikes, Santander Cycles and Forest. The occupational team also have a number of things that they offer. For mental health support, they have many resources and guides for staff, including depression, anxiety, panic, self-help, sleep problems, anger self-help, bereavement, and grief self-help. There's also some resilience and stress management support, which includes financial well-being, taking control of stresses in the workplace, and burnout. Under physical health support, there are tips and links to encourage you to maintain overall physical health, including the free Just Move classes online and in person that I just mentioned across all the campuses, and some other external resources with guides and health advice. So in consideration with your workplace wellbeing, Imperial have a Staying Well plan, which is an online tool to help you manage your physical and mental health. Additionally, physiotherapy is available for staff who have sustained an acute I can never say this word, musculoskeletal injury, which is impacting their ability to undertake their role for a short course of physiotherapy. Just to note, this unfortunately doesn't include sports injuries. And I'm sure lots of you know that we have confidential care as well, which is a helpline staffed by trained counsellors who can provide information and advice on a variety of different issues you may be facing. Additionally, they can offer support with family care, line manager advice, cancer counselling, and the wellbeing platform, which offers 15 channels of wellbeing areas to support you. So if we move on to the next slide, please, Emily, I will talk about the events that we have in recognition of Women at Imperial Week. So women's events offer powerful opportunities to inspire, and empower each other, creating chances to learn, gain knowledge, build confidence, and discover strategies to set goals and achieve ambitions in both their career and personal life. Here's some on the slides are some past and upcoming events that women focused available for women at Imperial. So women's wellbeing and thriving in the workplace. This session focused on finding balance between ambition and self-care, preventing burnout, and short restorative practice for relaxation. There was pelvic floor strengthening class on the 11th of March, which taught how to engage your pelvic floor muscles through a complementary blend of targeted yoga and Pilates movements to support women's own tailored home practice, strengthen their pelvic floor with consistent practice, and help to alleviate issues that they may have experienced. There was also women on weights. This session was a beginner's introduction to weight training for women, and this took place at Ethos in South Kensington. There was a menopause talk, which was an empowering talk on nutrition and menopause, breaking down what happens in your body and sharing essential tips to manage any symptoms you might have and to help you stay healthy. And this session also ended with a soothing 10-minute meditation and yoga session. So we've got a few more events coming up. There's Women in Science event on the 11th of June. So this is our very first Women in Science career day. Whether you're interested in academia, industry, or launching your own startup, the Careers Day offers something for everyone. Through three streams of workshops and panel discussions, you will have the opportunity to connect with leading researchers, partner companies, and emerging startups. So civil and environmental engineering for women event. Amanda Lake will introduce her work on decarbonisation as a chemical engineer working in the water sector and share some of the excitement of her journey to date and why she feels so passionately about climate action and the role engineers can play in bringing us back within planetary boundaries. There'll also be another Women on Weights session at beginner level on the 30th of April. If we can go to the next slide, please. So I just want to talk a little bit about the networks that we have for our female colleagues. So networks play a crucial role in fostering empowerment, support, and professional growth. These networks provide a platform for women to connect, share experiences, and access valuable resources, all while building a sense of community. By coming together, women can mentor one another, collaborate on opportunities, and amplify their voices in both professional and personal spheres. Strong women's networks not only inspire individual successes, but also contribute to creating more inclusive, diverse, and equitable environments across industries and communities. So here at Imperial, there are many opportunities for women to network together, and here there's a list there for you to view on some of the networks available at Imperial. So next slide, please. So we just wanted to give you a few little inspirational quotes before we finish. We'd like to leave you with these quotes that hopefully will remind you of how powerful you are and that you can achieve anything that you set your mind to. So the good old Oprah says, "You believe what you become." Women are the real architects of society. I encourage women to step up. Don't wait for somebody to ask you to. There is no limit to what we as women can accomplish. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you've imagined. And limitations live only in our minds. But if we use our imaginations, our possibilities become limitless. So thank you so much for joining. I hope that's been helpful. We will stop the recording now and move on to the Q&A part of the session.